This is Speak My Word Ministries, Travis Zimmerman. The Daily Pulse today is a subject I oftentimes talk about. It's about being bold in the Lord. And God convicts me on that many times. Being an evangelist, being bold is good, in my opinion. I need to be bolder than what I am. So as you look for inspiration, there's no one more, no one bolder than Jesus Christ. But I tell you, if you look at what Paul's life was, after his road to Damascus experience, his entire life was characterized by being bold in the Lord. And we catch up right now with Paul in Acts chapter 26, where Paul is before two kings, before Festus and before Agrippa. And he's argued with them, the Jews, out of their jealousy and out of, expeditiousness, they wanted to kill Paul. Paul was talking about, hey, Jesus is king. He's not dead. He's not dead, but alive. And this was, of course, troublesome and problematic for the Jews who thought that they could snuff Jesus out and, then go about their business. And Paul, at this point, has made a spirited defense and a logical and a scriptural argument that Jesus is the Christ. And the part I want to take you to is how Paul is being bold to these two pagan kings who don't know God, don't know Jesus. And I want to take you there as he's arguing, debating, and those are different words, but he's debating with Agrippa and with Festus. This is Acts chapter 26, verses 24 to 29. At this point, Festus interrupted Paul's defense. You are out of your mind, Paul, he shouted. Your great learning is driving you insane. I am not insane, most excellent Festus, Paul replied. What I am saying is true and reasonable. The king is familiar with these things, and I can speak freely to him. I am convinced that none of this has escaped his notice because it was not done in a corner. King Agrippa, do you believe the prophets? I know you do. Here he goes, the boldness. Then Agrippa said to Paul, do you think that in such a short time you can persuade me to be a Christian? Paul replied, short time or long, I pray God that not only you, but all who are listening to me today may become what I am except for these chains. So that's Acts chapter 26, verses 24 to 29. Paul's wearing chains because he has been imprisoned. And now he's giving his defense, and he will appeal to Caesar. And he will go in Rome. And Jesus said to him in a vision / dream, do not be afraid. I want you to talk in Rome. And Paul, as we know through tradition, on or about AD 62 was by all tradition beheaded. So he lost his life. So here we see Paul being bold, and it's an example for us. Paul is surrounded by enemies, at best neutral, but at worst people who are conspiring to kill him, and yet he's bold in the Lord. None of us that I could tell, at least none of my buddies or any close confidants, are in any near danger, nor am I, let's point the finger here, of being lynched, of being taken out because of our views. So we can be even more bold, not to be brash. We got to wait for the right timing, but to be bold in the Lord, to be able to lend a hand, to share a word of encouragement, or to fight an injustice. And there's plenty of them around us. Love in the way Jesus does, and let boldness proclaim his name, Father, in his name. Amen.